change is coming. No matter what we do, change is on the way. So I must be prepared as best I can for the changes that will arrive. Now, we're at the tail end of summer right now, and that means here in Colorado, you see this thing right here? That's our sprinkler system. We gotta get this thing all wrapped up. We gotta get it blown out. I have had more trouble with this thing right here. I've had it blow up and freeze, and we've spent so much money repairing it. It's still crooked, but it works now, and it has for the past few years because I learned a lesson. See, I'd never been a homeowner before, and then when I married my wife, I became a homeowner, and I learned that we must take steps in order to prepare us for the change of season, much like our lives. Seasons are coming. Changes are on the way. We're getting older. Things change. We have good times. We have bad times. And it's our responsibility to do the best we can to be ready for the changes. Now here, in my backyard, yeah, I got to get the sprinkler system blown out. That way, when spring comes again, I'm able to get the grass watered and stuff like that. Now I got to get this pool drained out. Otherwise, we're going to have Arctic blasting weather coming through this place in about a month. Anytime around Halloween, we can have snow, and it gets bad sometimes. We can have 2 feet of snow back here at points in the summer, in the winter. So I got to make sure that this thing's gone. I got to make sure those things are gone. I got to make sure this thing's somewhere where it won't blow around the neighborhood. I got to make sure that the little tie downs that we have back here on the trampoline are actually secure. You know, we have to do this in our lives. We have to make sure that we have things in order. My outreach ministry, praise God, it seems like during the summer months, things die down. People stop giving. People stop donating clothing and stuff like that. It just really slows down. Winter is on the way. I have to start asking for donations of hats, gloves, coats, all these different things. Different people want the warmth. It changes in our lives. In your jobs, where you may work, the seasonal changes in our lives. The changes that occur in our family and our relationships. Maybe we lose a loved one. Maybe our health isn't right. The seasons, the change is on the way. Change will happen. Are we prepared for it as best we can? There are things we have to do to our homes, but I think also to our spirits. We have to get our minds right about who we are as best we can, and what our goals are. And we have to look to God sometimes and say, all right, Lord, I just turn it over to you today. Help me, give me wisdom, give me guidance in order to get all the pieces of my life in order. It's kind of like being a homeowner. The responsibilities that we have to take for us, for our families, for our loved ones. It's like metal detecting or hunting, whatever it may be, outdoors life. You have to now gear up differently. Your fingers will freeze off if you're out there digging plugs in the middle in the freezing cold weather. Maybe you live in a part of the country where you're not going to be able to metal detect very much coming here shortly. You got to get prepared for that. You got to get ready for it. Here, we're pretty fortunate. We do get snow and it gets really cold, but it melts off real quick. I got to make sure that these little pieces don't, and it seems like little, but when you add it all up, it's quite important to our businesses, to our lives, to our ministries, to our home, that we're prepared for the change that will come. Now this thing here, it brings me sorrow. It costs a lot of money sometimes when you neglect areas of your home of our lives. It seems like there's more repair and more repair and more repair. You know what I need to do? I need to get on the phone to the guy who blows out the sprinkler system. Can't even speak today. And I need to line it up so that he can come prepare it, so when the winter storms come, when the change arises, and it will come, we're ready. At least next spring, we won't have to worry about rebuilding this thing again, spending hundreds of more dollars on that, or the fact that our trampoline is blowing around the neighborhood, or we have a frozen mini pool in our yard, just like in our lives. Change is coming. Do your best to be prepared for it. Do your best to do a little maintenance now with your relationships, with your physical self, with your job, so that in the future, everything works better. I love you. God bless you. Change is coming. Let's do our best to be ready for it. God bless you.